Greetings to everybody around the world. My greetings go to every good people good tidings. My name is Tangem Gaston Tangem, aka Boy Military, aka Versatile Militant. I'm here to speak on a very pertinent issue that has eaten deep down into our society, which concerns the girl child. So sit back, relax, let's share. But please, after having listened and captured something, don't forget to share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. A lot of girls go through a lot of torments today because they menstruate. You may wonder what kind of torment this may be. This has caused a lot of confusion and distraction to young girls until most of them have become school dropouts. Not only have they become school dropouts, but relationships and marriages are broken today simply because of this issue. Husbands will fake traveling or other forms of staying aloof uh, their families just because their wives or partners menstruate. This is why a voice have got to rise and speak on behalf of them. First of all, what is menstruation? It is a process of a woman discharging blood and other material from the lining of their uterus at intervals for a period of about 1 lunar month, except during menopause or pregnancy. It is a monthly flow. It is something like a tax-paying issue. It can't be avoided. There's no way you can avoid this thing. Girls shy away from school premises and other gatherings because of the ways a society has painted this issue. Many of them have dropped out of school and barely got educated, which further sees them as the weak people. The society deem them as people who are weak just because of this issue. Imagine in a classroom, a girl menstruates and gets jeered by the classmates, accompanied by the teacher. The teacher would tell her, "Wipe that mess and get out of my class." And she cries shamefully, moving out. And again, a girl would menstruate, let's say, on the assembly ground in a school, and the whole crowd looks at her in a sort. In a way that she cannot even take it, and everybody will be like, shame, shame, shame. Mind you, if I'm the one, if I'm in that position, I will not come back. There are basic necessities that can be provided by our society for almost no price, but our society has been designed in a way that important little things matter not. There's no one listening to me now who didn't get pressed today and visited the toilet. These toilets and toiletries have been provided. That's why getting pressed is not an issue. This is to tell you how important some little things matter. Menstruation today is a very big issue because of the lack of provision of basic necessities that can be used to keep them in check. What's needed to keep menstruation in check? We're talking about sanitary pads. Pads look very common to some people who are well to do, but somewhere right now, someone is yelling, wailing, and crying to have just one sheet from that whole small pack and can't get it. As cheap as it may look, people barely survive. Someone somewhere has got to do something for our young girls. They can't get rid of the monthly flow, but can control it. Many of them tend to use pieces of cloth because they can't afford this thing. Using pieces of cloth can to control this flow, but for how long? How many pieces of cloth are they going to use before the flow subsides? From where are they going to continue getting these pieces of cloth? So we know pieces of cloth are also bought, but still they need money to buy these pieces of cloth. We understand. Are you in line? So we know pieces of cloth are also bought, but they still need money. That's what I'm trying to say. Parts look cheap, but quite expensive when need arises. Let's take something like condoms. Condoms are almost free. It's not because they are not important, but because someone somewhere paid for it to be so. Paracetamol and antiretroviral drugs are cheap and almost free, not because they are not important, but because someone somewhere paid for them to be provided. Some God sent anyone can do it. Someone touched can save these girls, these future leaders, these societal backbones from the molestation. UNO, UNICEF, UNESCO, World Health Organization, World Bank, IMF, Minsante, and NGOs have got to make these basic necessities available, if not affordable. One of the causative agents of girls' vulnerability or the girl child or women in general is the issue of sanitary pads. Women flow differently. Some outflow the pads, you understand? And get messed up since the society has made it a thing of ridicule. They become very uncomfortable, and because of this discomfort, they find there are some side effects. You understand? We have depression, which is a very deadly state of mind. We have anxiety because of the fear of being laughed at or ridiculed in different places. They tend to get unprescribed pills so as to contain the flow, which could be dangerous to their health and more so tamper with their reproductive organs, the uterus. Another effect is withdrawal, staying away from people because of the fear of being treated like trash. Then we have frustration. Some get frustrated. And what do you have? I know out there are people who can buy for their whole communities, but I've not heard this voice before. I tell you, give help to that one struggling girl in your neighborhood. Just one is enough. Thank you. See you in the next episode.